Hi, MOVATI. My name is Sue, and welcome. This is a Hatha yoga class, and we'll be spending 55 to 60 minutes in our practice today, and we're going to focus on detoxifying the body. I invite you to bring any blocks, blankets, pillows, anything you need to support you in the class, and come on in while you're ready, and we'll have a seat. You may want to use a block to sit up on. We'll come into a cross-legged position. So we're going to start with just some centering for the next 5 minutes or so, and work into some pranayama, some breath work. We'll do some asanas and finish up with relaxation and meditation. Please listen to your body today. If you've got any injuries or things to take care of, please do so. And just see what your body will give you today on the mat. So I'd like to start by sitting nice and tall, finding those sit bones, and let's just close the eyes and be aware of the space that you're in here today. Notice your surroundings. Notice the temperature in the room. Notice the sounds and the energy that surrounds you. And starting to bring the awareness inwards, just notice how your physical body feels today. Is there any stiffness or soreness anywhere? Is your body feeling really good today? Bring awareness to your heart center and Hatha chakra. How do you feel? Are you feeling energetic? Are you tired? Happy? Sad? Just notice. And bring awareness to your mind. Is your mind present? Is it here? Open. Let's breathe in through the nose. Let the breath travel down in front of the spine and fill the belly, letting the belly rise with breath. As you exhale, belly comes down, breath travels back up in front of the spine and back out the nose. Nice deep belly breathing, known as diaphragmatic breath. And as we start to breathe down into the lower belly, starting to bring oxygen down to the organs, helping to oxygenate the blood. And the deeper we start to breathe and starting to lengthen the breath, starting to let the mind switch off so that it can come into a calmer state. Allowing the muscles to relax, relieving any tension that we may have. And as we breathe up and down the spine, oxygenating the spine where nervous system runs, nourishing it. And know that when we start to breathe deep into the belly, it starts to change our state of mind. Beautiful benefit of that deep belly breath. Let's start to expand on the out breath. Let it be twice as long as the in breath. And as you breathe out, just notice where you can let go in the body. Through the face, the jaw, the shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, fingers, and toes. Just settling in with the breath, calming the mind. Let's do 3 more deep belly breaths here, focusing on that exhale. And when you're ready, just flutter the eyes open. Moving into breath technique called Kapalabhati, also known as skull shining breath. And the reason they call it skull shining breath is this breath is really good for the skin, gives you a glowing skin in the face and the forehead. It's a very detoxifying breath, cleanses the body and energizes, clears the mind. Lots of beautiful benefits for this breath. Contraindications, if you've got pacemakers, if you have hernia, any kind of issues with organs, if you've had any operations, and if you are pregnant, it's advised not to do this breath during or just after pregnancy or menstruation for women. So if you do have a contraindication, I'd love you to just stay and just breathe deep into your belly like we did as we centered ourselves. To do this breath, it's a navel pumping breath. The navel draws in towards the spine, and as the navel draws in, you exhale through the nose like this. So the lips are closed. It's the exhale through the nose. The inhale is passive. The focus is on the exhale. We're going to do 2 rounds. We're going to do 60 breaths per round. If you feel lightheaded, nauseous, just discontinue the breath, come back to your regular breath, and join us when you feel ready again. So sitting nice and tall, find those sit bones. If you'd like, you can place a hand on the belly to find your rhythm. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale through the nose. Inhale, hold the breath. Lift your pelvic floor. Exhale, let it go. Release your pelvic floor. Come back to your regular breath. So at the end of our 60 breaths, when we lift the pelvic floor and retain the breath, also known as kumbhaka, it lets the energy rise up the spine. So that when we let it go, it's a flush of energy down and opens up any blockages that we have. Energizes the body. We're going to do one more round for 60 breaths. If you feel lightheaded, please just stick with your regular breath or a deep belly breath, and feel free to join us anytime. Hands to the belly or onto the thighs. Your choice. Breathe in and exhale through the nose. Inhale, hold the breath. Lift your pelvic floor, Mula Bandha. Exhale and let it go. And come back to your regular breath. One of the beautiful benefits of this breath is it tones and strengthens your abdominals, right? And of course, that pulsing motion massages the organs, so it brings new oxygenated blood into the body, so it really detoxifies. If you want to continue with this breath for a few more rounds, feel free to pause the video and join us back when you're ready. So let's just start by sitting tall. Let's intertwine the fingers, let the hands reach up overhead. Inhale, lengthen. And as we exhale, let's just twist to the right side, just looking over the shoulder. Inhale, center, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the left. Coming back to center, release the arms. Let's breathe in and reach overhead. Exhale, over to the right side. Left arm, little bend and relax in the upper body. Little side body stretch here, working the spine laterally. Inhale, center, lengthen. Exhale, and over to the opposite side. Breathing in through the rib cage here to those intercostal muscles. Inhale, center. And as we exhale, twisting to the right, let the left hand come to the right thigh. Look over the right shoulder. Think of really lengthening here, creating space between each vertebrae. And use your eyes to find your twists. Twists are very detoxifying. Massages those organs. Inhale, center, lengthen. And as we exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Nice spinal twists. And let's come back to center. Let's come up onto the hands and knees for cat and cow. Your wrists are under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Spread your fingers. Let's take a nice deep breath in, let the belly drop down, lift the tailbone, look up. And as we exhale, I'd like you to round the back, draw the belly in, and as we do, let the hips come back towards the heels. Let's tuck the toes under, sit into the heels, and come on up. If you've got any issues with the balls of your feet or your ankles, anything to do with the feet, just let the feet relax underneath you with the top of the feet on the mat. This is working and energizing the toes. Let's come back onto the hands and knees. Let's take a nice deep breath in, belly drops down. Exhaling around. Sitting back into those heels. Tuck the toes under, hips or buttocks sitting up onto those heels. Starting to send some energy to our extremities. And again, inhale, belly drops down, breathe in. Exhale and round. Sit back into those heels. Beautiful stretch here for the back. Tuck the toes under and sit onto the heels. Lengthen your spine. Little pressure there into the toes. Let's do one more. Wrists under the shoulders. Nice deep breath in. Exhale and round. Sit back into those heels. Tuck the toes under and sit into your heels. Let's come to the hands and knees. A nice option, if you have any wrist issues, is come onto your forearms. Let's take the right hand and left leg out. Draw the belly up. Let's bring the elbow and knee together. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to extend. Let the hand and foot come out 45 degrees and let them tap down. Inhale, back to center. Again, exhale, breathe in. Exhale out. 45 degrees. Tap down. Come back up. Back to center. Let's do it again. Inhale. Exhale. 45 degrees. Tap down. Reach up and back to center. Let's do one more. Breathe in. Exhale. 45. Tap down. Come back up. And let that hand and foot come back to center. Let's switch to the other side. Left hand, right foot. So let's bring elbow and knee together. Inhale, round the back. Exhale, extend. 45 degrees. Tap down. Come on, back up. Back to center. Breathe in. Breathe out. 45 degrees. Tap down. And back up. Again, inhale. Exhale. 45. Tap down. One more time. Working the core here. And up. Back to center. And bringing that hand and foot down. Let's bring your right foot forward. Left leg is back. You can roll the mat here if you like. Front foot and back knee are hip distance apart. Come on up. Feel free to use blocks here if you need to. All right, it can be helpful. Take some weight off after that back knee. We're going to take the left hand to the right thigh, right hand wraps behind, looking over right shoulder. If you want more here, you can tuck the toe under and lift the knee for this nice twist. If you want a little more, the elbow can come across, palms together, elbows stack, and look over right shoulder. Nice spinal twist. And as we twist, it may feel a little constricted. So see if you can relax and find some space to breathe into. Let's come back to center. We're going to bring the knee down and switch legs. Feel free to wrap the mat on the right side. Again, if you want to use blocks here, that can be helpful to take a little weight off the back knee if it's too much. Right hand to left thigh. Left hand can wrap behind. If you want more, tuck the toe under, lift the knee and push into the heel. And if you want a little more, elbow comes across, palms together, and look over the left shoulder. See if you can put some weight into that back heel. Find your breath. Let's come back to center. Hands come down, footsteps back, and we're in our downward facing dog. Encouraging now one heel to draw towards the earth and then switch to the other side as we pedal our feet downwards. Eyes get back between the legs. Spread your fingers, push some weight into the fingertips, energizing the hands and the arms. Belly drawing in towards the spine to support the back. And when you're ready, let's gently encourage those heels to draw downwards. Downward facing dog, opening up the back of the legs, arms energized. Let's walk the feet towards the hands, come into fold. Feet are hip distance apart. Just letting the neck and shoulders release here. You can grab the biceps if you like. If it's too much, just bend your knees and let the elbows come to your thighs. A little support for your back if you need today. Otherwise, we're just going to let the back lengthen here. Create some space between each vertebrae. Open things up a little. When you're ready, release the arms and then slowly, probably slower than you really want to, slowly make your way up. Draw the belly in, squeeze your butt, and let your head come up last. Beautiful. Let's bring your feet a little more than hip distance apart. Arms come out to the side. We're going to inhale, and as we exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Let the arms come right around and look over your left shoulder. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. And as we exhale, opposite way. And coming back to center, bring your feet together, toes together, heels are slightly apart. Inhale, intertwine your fingers, wrap the thumbs, let the index fingers rise. Crescent half moon. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's come over to the right side. I want you to draw your belly in towards your spine, squeeze your glutes, and just come to your natural edge. So we're not forcing anything here. We're just finding some space where the body feels good and we can breathe into. Ears are inside the arms, so the chest is open. Come back to center. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale over to the left side. The core is engaged here to support your back. Just finding your space, whatever it may be, and breathe. Think about drawing up earth energy from the feet and let the energy come up the torso, out the crown of the head, and out through the fingertips. Come back to center. Bend the knees. Breathe in. I'd like you to lift through the chest. Squeeze the butt. As we exhale, looking up, little back bend here. Opening up your heart center. Inhale, center. Exhale. We're just going to tip from the hips. Come halfway. Ears inside the arms. And here I'd like you to extend from the tailbone through the back, neck, right through crown of head and through fingertips. Lift your belly to support. Inhale and rise. As we exhale, hands come to the side in Tadasana. Let's come to the top of our mats. Sun salutation, Surya Namaskar. Lots of breath here, in and out as we flow through each movement. So breathe in. Let's have the hands come into heart center. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, I'd like you to reach tall, squeeze your butt, little back bend. As we exhale, we'll fold all the way to the floor, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands to shins, come up halfway with back extend. Exhale, hands to the mat, step or jump your feet back into your plank position. Come down halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, other baby cobra, come up into up dog, open the heart center. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or jump your feet to your hands and forward fold. Hands to shins, inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Hands together, push to the feet, bend the knees and rise. Lengthen, little back bend. Exhale, hands into heart center, namaste. And again, breathe in, a little back bend. Exhale, fold all the way to the earth. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, step or jump your feet back into your plank position. Bring yourself down halfway. Inhale, rise and shine, open your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or jump your feet back to your hands. In fold. Hands to shins, inhale halfway. Exhale and fold. Push to the feet, rise, little back bend. Draw the belly in. Exhale, hands into your heart center. You should feel the body warming. Again, breathe and go. Exhale all the way down. Hands to shins, halfway. Exhale, step or jump your feet back into your plank, forward and down, lower ourselves halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana. Breathe in and open the heart center. Exhale, eyes back between the legs. Step or jump your feet back to your hands. Come to halfway, hands to shins. Exhale and go. Hands together, push the feet and rise. Draw the belly in, support. Little back bend. Exhale, hands into your heart. Let's do one more. Breathe and lengthen, reaching up. Exhale, coming all the way down. Inhale, hands to shins, halfway. Hands to the mat. Exhale, step or jump your feet back. Coming down halfway. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step or jump your feet up to your hands, into your fold. Hands to shins, inhale halfway. Exhale, let it go. Hands together, push to the feet and rise. Lift to the heart. Little back bend. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. Hopefully you've warmed up a little bit. Let's send our right leg back. Left leg is forward. Inhale, reach out. Exhale, sink. We'll come right into Warrior 2. I'd like you to turn the back foot out 45 degrees. The front heel's in line with the arch of the back foot. Front knee is right over the ankle, tracking second and third toes. Breathe in. And as we exhale, sink a little deeper. Let the shoulders melt down away from the ears. And push some weight into that back foot. Feel the ridge of the back foot in the mat. I'd like you to look forward past your front hand and find a focal point in front of you, your drishti, and set an intention to be strong and powerful here. Breathe deep into your belly, Ujjayi breath. If you know Ujjayi, that ocean-sounding breath, feel free to use that here. Let's lift the back heel, square your hips off, open up your stance. We're going to take the right hand to left thigh. The left hand will reach back. We'll come right into a nice standing twist. Reaching, opening the shoulder. Release the arm, let the back heel come down. Hands come in behind. We're going to square the hips off here into Warrior One. Let your right hip come forward, left hip draws back as we square the hips off. Inhale. And as we exhale, we're going to go right into Humble Warrior. The hands will come right up over the head. The shoulder, left shoulder comes inside the left knee. Let the hands come where they will, using gravity here, lifting your belly, finding your breath. Pushing through the front foot, come on up. And I like to come right to center. The toes are turned out. Arms come out to the side, right into goddess pose. The knees are out over the toes, and the elbows draw back to really open through your heart center. Lifting up your right heel. Let it come down. Lifting up your left heel. Let it come down. Perhaps both heels can rise. A bit of balance here. Letting your heels drop down. Hands come to your thighs. I'd like you to take your right shoulder and draw it inwards and twist and look over the left. Coming back to center. Other side, looking over your right shoulder. Coming back to center, toes turn inwards, and we're going to just forward fold. Walk the hands inwards so that our wrists are underneath the elbows. And we're just lengthening spine here in forward fold. Just finding some space here to breathe into. And relaxing and letting go. What can you let go of right here, right now? Soften your face, your jaw, your shoulders, and just breathe. And let's walk the hands out. Bring your right hand to right hip. I'd like you to turn the torso to the right side so you're looking and the rib cage is twisting. If you want more, let that right hand rise as we open the shoulder, lift your belly, support your back here. Try to find some place to breathe into as it'll feel a little constricted as we twist here. Twisting, very detoxifying. It massages those organs so that when we release and let go, let's switch to the other side, it just flushes energy, cleansing the body. Let's turn to the left now, hand to the left hip, looking over left shoulder, letting the ribs come around. If you want more, let that left hand rise. Bringing some oxygenated blood into the body here. Energizing.
Letting that hand come down. The toes now turn out, and we're just going to gently roll ourselves up. And hands come back out to goddess pose. Let's just open through that heart center, elbows drawing back. Breathe in. And as we exhale, arms come out. We're going to turn our feet to the other side. So the knee is right over the ankle, heels in line with the arch of your foot, coming right into Warrior Two. Again, looking out past your front hand, finding your drishti, breathing deep into your belly. Release your arms and lift your back heel. Square the hips off. You can open up your stance, taking your right hand back and finding that twist. Keep your focus to find your stillness. Coming back to center. Let's let the heel just drop down. Squaring your hips now to Warrior One. Intertwine your fingers in behind. So letting now your left hip come forward and the right hip drawing back to square your hips. Breathe in. And as we breathe out, we're going to tip forward from the hips and let the hands come up overhead in Humble Warrior. Opening up the shoulders here. Staying with the breath. Push to the foot, gently rise. Release the hands, back foot steps to the front and come back to Tadasana. Beautiful. Coming to the center of your mat, we're going through balance. Balance is one of the first things that starts to leave us as we get a bit older. So it's really important that you practice your balance every day. So we're going to start bringing your weight into your right foot, letting the left leg come up, hands come underneath the hamstrings. I want you to lengthen your spine. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, I'd like you to push through the heel and with a ha sound. So inhale, exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. 2 more. Inhale, exhale. 1 more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Good work. Let's let the right hand come out to the side. The left hand can stay where it is under the hamstrings, or it can come around your ankle or big toe and extend out. If you want more, let that leg come out to the side. Just keep your focus to find your drishti, your point of concentration. Keep your stillness. Bend your leg and let that foot come back down into Tadasana. We're going to switch to the other side. Weights into your left leg. Your right leg rises, hands under the hamstrings. Think about using your core here to lift your leg, not just your hands here. Breathe in. And as we breathe out, it's a ha sound as we kick through the heel. Again, inhale. Extend. Again, breathe in. Breathe out. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Breathe in and breathe out. And letting the left hand come to the side. Right hand stays where it is, or it can come around the ankle, or your peace fingers can come around the big toe. And when you're ready, gently bring your leg out to the side, keeping your focus. Leg comes in and gently come down to your Tadasana. Eagle pose. Weights into the right foot, left foot will cross over. You can touch the toes down, the knee is bent, right knee is bent. It can come beside the calf or it can tuck in behind. And the right arm under the left, fingers come into the palm of the hand, and just sitting in. Keeping your focus, working hips and shoulders here. Staying with your breath. Release arms and release legs. We'll switch to the opposite side. Weight comes into the left foot, knees soft. Right leg comes across, touching down, hanging beside the calf, maybe tucking in behind. Left arm under right. Sitting in. Find your breath and keep your focus. Release the arms, release the legs, and come back to Tadasana. Let's come to the top of our mats. Inhale, reach tall, lengthen spine. Exhale, tip from your hips, come all the way down. Inhale, your right foot steps back. Exhale, left foot steps back, and we'll come right into downward facing dog. Spread your fingers. We're going to lift the right leg into three-legged dog. Working core here. We're going to come forward and plank. So inhale, come forward, bring your right knee to ride your right elbow. Exhale, push it back into three-legged dog. Inhale, come across, right knee to left elbow. Exhale, push it back and away. Inhale, come forward. Let your right foot come across. Outside of the foot comes to the floor. Left hand rise, reach high. Little twist here. Hand comes down. Foot steps back through, back to three-legged dog. We'll do one more. Inhale, come forward to your plank. Bend your knee and push your foot high. Point your toes, squeeze your butt. Scorpion. Exhale, push it back and away. And let that foot come back down into downward facing dog. Inhale, this time, left leg rises. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, come forward to plank, left knee to left elbow. Exhale, push it back and away, three-legged dog. Inhale, forward to plank, bring it across the diagonal towards the right elbow. Exhale, bring it back and away. Inhale, forward to your plank, bring your foot through, outside of the foot, on the floor. Right hand rises, reaching high. Nice twist here. Let the hand come down. Foot comes back through and back up to three-legged dog. Inhale, forward to plank, point your toe and lift. Squeeze your butt, push. Now push into the hands here, activate the arms. Exhale, push it back and away. And gently let that foot come to the mat. Drop to your knees. Sit back into your heels and come right into child's pose and let it go. Just find your breath here. Settling in. If you want, hands can come back to your heels with the palms up if you want to relax your shoulders, letting the forehead just relax on your mat. Just breathe here. Hands come up to the shoulders. Bring yourself forward, and we're just going to bring ourselves right onto the mat, onto our bellies, and come right into Cobra. The elbows are under the shoulders, spread the fingers. If you want less here, feel free to walk your hands forward. Opens up your back a little more. If you want more, hands can come wide. Arms straight, shoulders draw down the back, and we come right up into seal pose. Feet are wide here, a little wider than the hips. And just breathe down into the belly and into the lower back. Stay with your breath. Where can you soften? Where can you let go? Let's take a nice deep breath in. And as we exhale, we'll slowly bring ourselves all the way down. Take your right hand back to find your right ankle. If you want half bow pose, you can extend out the left arm and leg. If you want full bow pose, take your left hand back to your left ankle. We're going to inhale, lift the chest, lift your knees, maybe your thighs. Try not to splay out the knees. Try to keep them in line with the hips. And push through your heels as you rise here, working into the lower back. Stay with your breath. Breathe out through the mouth. Inhale. And as we exhale, we'll lower. So if you were in half bow pose, I want you to switch and come to the other side in half bow pose. Other arm and leg will extend. We'll do one more. Inhale and rise, lifting chest, lifting knees perhaps, maybe thighs. Stay with your breath. Inhale. And as we exhale, we'll slowly lower. Release your feet and let your hands come forward. Let's take right hand and left leg up, opposite arm and leg, locust pose. I'd like you to think about lifting the belly up into the spine. Squeeze your butt. And eye gaze just gently forward here on the mat. And slowly let the hand and foot come down. Let's switch to the other side. Inhale, left hand right, right foot. Think about length here. So we're getting some length in the spine. Just breathe. And slowly bring it down. We're going to go right into swimming. It's opposite arm and leg in movement. If you want to stay static, feel free to do that. So we're going to inhale and rise, and we're going to have opposite arms and legs moving together like you're swimming. Think about squeezing your butt. Core is nice and strong, and your eyes just gently ahead on the mat. Breathe in and breathe out. One hand on the other, forehead comes to the hands, and let it go. If you want to look to the side, feel free to do that. And this is your break to just dive in and notice how your body feels in this moment. Notice your energy level. Notice your breath. Notice the warmth of your body. Let your hands come beside the shoulders. Come up onto the hands and knees, and let's come to a seated position. Right into Navasana, bow pose. Going to find the sit bones sitting nice and tall. Lengthen your spine. Right foot rises. Maybe left foot rises. The knees can be bent or they could lengthen out. Think about lifting up to the crown of the head here. Hands can stay in the hamstrings or you can lift off. Really beautiful core work here. If your legs start to shake, that's all good. That's strengthening your nervous system. Eyes out past the toes and just breathe. Bend your knees, bring your heels in towards your buttocks, hands wrap around the shins, belly into the thighs, and lengthen your spine. Let's just extend the legs. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale into a beautiful forward fold here. And I don't want you forcing yourself downwards. Find those sit bones and gently come in over the legs. And really stay with your breath here. See what the breath will give you. Inhale and rise. And crossing your right leg over left, let the left leg bend beneath you. Coming into cow face pose. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale, and we're just going to tip forward here. And if you'd like, you can have the hands come on the soles of the feet, or the hands can come forward if that feels better for you. And if this is too much for your knees or hips, just extend out your left leg, the bottom leg, and you can fold over this way. Make sure your sit bones are grounded. And I love with the hands to the soles of the feet, it just connects the energy and circulates our energy, the circuit in our body. Relax your head, relax your neck, soften and breathe. Inhale and rise. I'd like you to lengthen out your bottom leg. So your left leg, right leg crosses in front. Your left arm can wrap, the right hand plants beside, or it can bend your elbow, and you can use this as leverage to find your twist. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Think about length here. Eyes to find the twist. Again, just detoxifying the body, cleansing the body here with this beautiful twist. And coming back to center. Let's switch legs this time. The left leg comes over top, right leg underneath. Find your sit bones. You can lengthen out your right leg. You can come into half cow face pose if that feels good for you. Again, hands into the soles of the feet, energizing. Breathe in and lengthen. Exhale and just gently fold over the thighs and just go where the body's going to let you go here. Softening with breath, allowing. So again, not forcing anything, not trying to push yourself to be anywhere, and just be a witness to whatever the body gives you on the mat today. And whatever unfolds is all good. Inhale and rise. I'd like you to lengthen out the bottom leg. Taking right hand to left thigh, left hand plants here. Let's extend and lengthen. Exhale and twist. You can let the hand wrap or the elbow comes across with the elbow bent. Look over the left shoulder. Again, really thinking about lengthening up to the crown of the head, creating space between each vertebrae, which may allow a little more twist. And coming back to center. And let's just roll ourselves back. Take our time, rolling back. I'd like you to take your right foot over left, flex foot, arms out to the side, breathe in. And as we breathe out, just let that foot gently come to the floor and turn your head and look the opposite way down your opposite arm. Again, a different type of spinal twist here with knee bend. Feel free to use blocks here as you need to support you. Noticing your breath. Inhale, let's come back to center. Hands reach through to the hamstrings. Shoulders draw down. Let your right foot come down, left foot comes up. Flex your foot, hands come around the calf and draw the leg towards the chest. If you want more, extend your right foot out. Flex your foot here to extend and really lengthen the back of the legs. Soften the shoulders. If you want more, the chest comes up to the knees. Slowly let the shoulders come back to the mat. Bend your right leg, and this time let the left foot come across. Hands out to the side, breathe in. And as we breathe out, let that foot come towards the floor. Lift your head and look down your opposite arm. Where can you soften and let go? Just realigning the spine here. Finding space. Come back to center. Let your hands reach through to the hamstrings and draw the thigh in towards your chest, shoulders dropping down on the mat. Stretching your hip rotators here, piriformis. Let that top leg come down to the mat, extend the right leg, flex your foot, hand comes around the calf, drawing that leg towards the chest. If you want more, you can extend out the left leg. Let it hover a few inches off the floor. Breathe in. Perhaps the chest can come up towards your thigh. Breathe. And gently let the shoulders come down. Left foot comes to the mat. Let the right foot come down. And I'd like to let the legs extend out now. We're going to go right into Shavasana. Hands out to the side, palms facing up. Relaxing the shoulders. If this is too much, bend your knees. Let the knees come together, feet apart. Draw the belly into support. Or feel free to just turn and lie on your side with the head cradled in your arm. Let's take some time here to find your breath and take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice your breath. And if your mind starts to wander, bring it back to the breath over and over again. Just softening, allowing, letting the shoulders melt down into the earth, the hips, soften the knees and ankles, release fingers and toes. I'd like you to be aware of
any body part that touches the earth. The back of the head, the shoulders, the hips, the thighs, the calves, heels, back of the arms and hands. And noticing how that feels, and let every body part melt now. Anything that's touching the earth, let it melt down and soften. Let it get heavy. Surrender your body to the earth. And let's come back to breath, breathing into the nose, letting the breath travel down in front of the spine and fill the belly, letting the belly rise. As you exhale, the belly comes down, breath travels back up in front of the spine, your Sushumna, and back out the nose. And as we start to explore with our breath, softening and letting go. Bring your awareness back into the room, and as you do, take a nice deep breath in. Exhale and let it go. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Bend your knees, draw one leg into the chest, followed by the other, and let your arms wrap around your legs. Give yourself a nice big hug and a gentle rock side to side, forwards and backwards. And when you're ready, just gently make your way up on your mat. Just take your time finding your way there. Let's just bring our hands into heart center. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that you're feeling energized and ready to go. Just close the eyes. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace be with you. Peace be with your family and your friends. And peace be with all that surrounds you. Namaste. Have a wonderful day.